Hi everybody and welcome to Saturday's edition of Tunes from the Shop with Skip. First, I'd like to say to Karen Joyce and the entire Joyce family, it was really a pleasure for me to revisit the music of the great Joe Joyce, the People's Choice, yesterday, and that I've gotten a huge amount of private emails and private messages from people across New York and New Jersey and Connecticut, Boston, around in Ireland, with their stories and yarns about Joe from over the years. So he was and clearly still remains the People's Choice. I'd like to play another tune today that I played a lot with Joe over the years. This is also a suggestion from Karen. It's a great old set dance called the Ace and Deuce of Pipering. Now, set dances are a bit unique in Irish music. No, something is not a bit unique. It is unique or it is not. Let us use proper English. So, a unique style in traditional Irish music, these set dances. It's often a dance that is written for a specific tune or a specific tune that's written for a specific dance. So they tend to be stand-alone pieces when used correctly. For example, this tune, the Ace and Deuce of Pipering, has 12 measures in the first half and 12 measures in the second half. Typically, these tunes would have 8 measures that repeat in the first half, 8 measures that repeat in the second half. You play that three times, Bob's your uncle, you're done, have a pint. Not so the case with these set dances. This tune, as I had mentioned, was quite popular in South Tipperary when I was over there, playing with Phil Malachny, and through Phil I met a unique personality by the name of Bill O'Connor, the Bill O, as he was known. Right now, John Malachny has a big smile on his face over in Templemore at the mention of that name. Bill O was, he really, truly was a man you don't meet every day. He was a farmer. He was probably had a genius level IQ with all of the things he came up with. Played the fiddle, played the button box, was inventor of many things, and he was a lovely, lovely poet as well. I have a three-book collection of the poems of Bill O'Connor. Lovely, lovely reading, amazing stuff. I went over to Bill's house one night to play some tunes with him, and we decided to play this particular set dance. And he said, well, why don't you go ahead, start it off, I'll follow you. So I started playing the tune, and he got a big smile. He picked up the fiddle, we played the tune. At the end, put down the fiddle. He said, no, I have to compliment you. You are playing that tune correctly. You're playing it as a 15. I'd never heard that expression before, so I asked him, Bill, what's that mean? He said, well, let me show you. And he got a spool of thread and a ruler, and he measured out a 15-inch long piece of thread, and he tied a little weight to the end. He says, okay, now have another go at that. Play it the same way, but close your eyes. Close my eyes, start playing the tune. He said, keep playing, but open your eyes. And when I looked, I was playing perfectly in rhythm with the swing of that pendulum. So it was basically a simple system metronome. I said, Bill, oh, that's really cool. I'd never seen that before. He says, no. He says, this is how music used to be notated over here for dances. And he showed me a couple of old manuscripts. And sure enough, up in the corner, where it usually says something like, eighth note equals 90 or eighth note equals 120 or whatever, up here it had whole note, half note, equals 15. You showed me when a half note equals 8, half note equals 10. And what that referred to was the length of string, cut to that size with a weight, let it swing. That's the tempo you play the tune at. So it's a funny old story, and I've taken up a couple of minutes with telling it, but that's as much a part of the tradition as any of these tunes are. And we can't lose these things. The Ace and Deuce of Pipering. Sunset Dance, the Ace and Deuce of Pipering. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow morning for our easy peasy Sunday morning. This was kind of a little bit of easy peasy little Saturday afternoon actually, but we can't forget these old tunes. We got to keep them going. If you know it but you don't play it often, what's wrong with you? Come on, play it a few times. Bring it into your local session. Show it around. Get some other people playing it. Keep these old tunes going. Cheers, everybody. As always, stay safe, stay smart. See you soon.